Okay, I'm making roasted sweet potato salad. The hardest part about this is roasting the sweet potatoes. I decided I'm going to try to leave the skin on simply because it has nutritional benefits. I have just preheated the oven to 450 degrees, and I washed the potatoes and I used a scrubber in the sink. Now, these are kind of old. I didn't really have time to, so I'm debating on whether I'm going to peel them or not, because they're kind of old, so I might want to peel them. You know what? I'm going to peel them simply because they're a little bit old. Yeah, I'm seeing some of the stuff that you see with the older potatoes. I just did not have time to cook. So let me go ahead and peel them simply because I want to be able to see where all the bad spots are so I can cut them out. Yeah. Let's see. Show you here. Okay. I don't want to injure myself. Yeah. See, there's some bad spots here. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to. Let me just kind of check it out. But I know I saw something. Sometimes you can just visually inspect the potato and kind of tell where the bad spots are. This looks like it might be. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, let me just go ahead. I have another peeler that I think might work better than this one. Hold on. I've had this peeler for 20 years. Hold on. I know how I'm going to handle this. I've been very injury prone lately, and this peeler is being stubborn. I'm going to leave the skin on. There are a lot of nutritional benefits. I'm going to try something different. I'm just going to go ahead and try to cut it up into 3/4 inch cubes and visually inspect the outside and just cut it off with a knife. And you've got to be careful here. I don't want to cut my finger. Yeah, see? That'll probably be my best bet. There are actually nutritional benefits to potato skin. So if you can leave it on, you will get some nutritional benefits. But make sure you don't cut your finger while you're doing it. Sweet potatoes are kind of tough. They're, you know, this is it. That's why I'm doing it like this. This one's gonna, let's go this way. I'm kind of visually inspecting it. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Lizzo's mites are making me cough. This will be okay. Okay, I'm going to be going ahead and cutting it off. Like, if I see anything that looks bad, I'm going to cut it off. Yeah, I got these in that free produce bag from my health plan, and I don't want to waste good food. Now, what I'm noticing here, I'm going to be throwing them back in here and then coating them with olive oil and salt and garlic powder. See, there's some cruddy parts to that, so I'm going to cut that off. About 3/4 inch. There we go. So I'm going to throw that back in here. See, this is probably the safest way for me to do it because I don't want to cut my finger. There's some bad parts in here, so I'm just going to, just cut it off. Throw it in here. This looks, let's go like that. Throw that in there. So this is how I'm doing it. See, like I see a bad part in there, right there. I'm going to cut that off. I see some bad parts in here. This is the easiest way for me to do it. So you see what I'm doing? And I'm going to be doing that for the whole potato. I'm throwing the potatoes in water because they're starting to brown on me, and I'm having to cut off a lot of the, you know, with the knife, a lot of this. Let me get this light on. A lot of the outside here because of the molding and stuff. So it's taking me a while. I think the oven's already preheated. So yeah, so that's a trick that I've learned. Throw the potatoes in water while you're working so they don't brown on you. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, okay. Okay, now I'm on a newer potato, and this one I can probably leave the skin on. Yeah, the older one I had to use the knife to remove a lot of the skin. Let me move this over this way so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, see, this is a newer potato. I've just been really busy. Fortunately, I was able to use most of these. I'm going to leave the skin on. So if you've got a newer sweet potato, I'm trying to do 3/4 inch, you could probably leave the skin on. See, I'm not seeing any moldy sections. So yeah, I can leave the skin on for this one. And then that's greater nutritional value too. Don't cut the fingers. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is kind of go like that. Yeah, I can leave the skin on for this one. So I'm just about done, and then I'll show you the next step when I'm done chopping them all. There's the final chopping product. I drained it in a colander, took all the water out. Now what I need to do is add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let's see, I'm going to get my extra virgin. I'm sure the oven is preheated by now. Okay. Here's some extra virgin olive oil. Throw in 2 tablespoons. Another tablespoon. Okay. Now we're going to put 1 teaspoon each of, it says kosher salt. I'm going to use this. This will work. This will work. Teaspoon of, yep, kind of spread it around here. And a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay. That'll work. Okay. Now I'm just going to use my hands and mush it all around. Get all the potato pieces coated with this mixture. So we got, yep. I made something sort of similar to this once. I think it had pepper in it. Okay. The recipe to this will be at my website. Okay, now we're going to layer it right here. I already make sure the potato pieces are separate. I put it says parchment paper, I used aluminum foil. So, here, let me show you what I'm doing. Right here. Just dump it all out. You say, oh, how are you going to separate the pieces? I'll do my best job. See, kind of like spread them out. All right. Kind of like spread them out so that they cook, you know. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see what you're doing? Just you want it even. You want them all spread out. They're approximately, I mean, it was 3/4 inch cubes. Okay, that will work. That's good. Let me kind of clean my hands here. You can see what I did there. I just threw them in the oven. I mean, I put the plate in the oven. Pulled the roasted sweet potatoes out. They are done, because when I put my fork through them, they're cooked. They didn't come as caramelized as I wanted. It might have been because I put them in water, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So let me just go ahead and continue with the rest of the recipe. Okay, I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. Those of you that cook know what happens to avocados. This recipe is using, I don't want to eat all this in one sitting, and it requires a sliced avocado. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to half the roasted sweet potato salad recipe and only use half the cubes. So let's go ahead and put in 2 cups. Here's the recipe, but I'm going to half it. If you have a family, you wouldn't have to do this, okay? But I'm just eating by myself. 2 cups of this dressing. So, of the spinach. So I'm going to put it in here. So let's see. That's about 1. There's a lot of arugula. I'm not following the recipe exactly. Okay, that's about. There we go. Now we're going to put in another cup. I love my salad, by the way. Oh, I'm not even sure this is showing. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Put it this way. So yeah, so let's put it in, unhalving it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the other avocado half. What I did with the avocado is it got ripe yesterday. That's good. There, that's enough. It got ripe yesterday, so I put it in the refrigerator to keep it from getting overripe. Okay, so here is how much salad I'm going to use. Let me get the other ingredients. Okay, I'm going to try something with this avocado. I'm just going to cut it in half and store 1/2 in some water in the refrigerator, and then I can eat this salad tomorrow. Let's get about 1/6 cup mozzarella cheese. Let's see here. This is my first time making this recipe, so this is 1/8 cup, so I can sort of guesstimate here. 1/8 cup. That's about right. Okay. Yeah, I love mozzarella cheese. Okay, and then, because I'm halving the recipe, and then for the pepitas, I'm going to do the avocado last for obvious reasons. It says 3 tablespoons toasted pepitas. We're going to go with 1.5 tablespoons. I just got these at Publix today. This is not going to be a low-calorie recipe, I can already tell you this. I can tell. I bet it's going to be delicious, though, and healthy, as long as you eat it in moderation. Okay, I'm going to use ginger Makoto dressing, but you can also use Annie's Goddess dressing. Let's see. Let's go ahead and work on the avocado now. Okay, what I'm going to do, this is a trick that I learned from from making sushi. Cut it with the skin on. Oh, yeah, here we go. And I need a container filled with water to plop it in for the, yeah. Cut it with the skin on. Okay. I'm going to plop it in here because I'm only using half of it. Because I don't want to eat onion. That's why, unless I want to totally ruin my diet, you know. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut it in half. Just about right there. Yeah, yeah, you leave the seed in there when you cut it. Yeah, I put it in the refrigerator because I could tell it was ready. Yep. When you can tell an avocado is ready because when you touch it, it'll be just firm to the touch. You don't want it. There we go. Ha! We're gonna store it like that. Now the other half, this one here, let's see if I can, let me get a sharp knife, but this might work. Sometimes it should come right out, but let's go ahead and peel it. Obviously, I don't want to eat the skin, so we're going to take, yeah, this is just the perfect ripeness. I stuck it in the refrigerator because I didn't have time to make this the other day, and it worked. Okay. You could also freeze avocado, but since I plan on eating this in a couple days, I'm going to I already put the other half in some water. Okay, let's see. Sometimes the skin will just pop right out. But if I just wiggle it, it might just... There we go. It popped right out. There we go. So now all I'm going to do is slice it. But I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice on the slices in the salad so it'll keep it from going brown. Hold on. Avocado on my it's not going to be exactly a low-calorie dish, I can tell. Sliced avocados. Actually, let's go this way. Yeah, probably. All I can say is this is going to be delicious, but if you're on a diet, eat it in moderation. Avocados are delicious, but they're filled with oil, Okay, now what I'm going to do is, it seems to be working. I'm checking the other avocado. This is lemon juice. Pour a little bit in here. There, that'll work. You know what? I have an idea. Throw all the avocado in here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and throw it in the salad. It's coated with lemon juice. Throw some more in here. There we go. Just enough lemon juice to keep it from browning, There, that's good. Let's go ahead and turn that off right. Let's go ahead, and remove the sweet potatoes from here and store them in a container. They are cooked. I'm only going to use half of them. You might say, what are you going to do? I'll just I'll nuke them, microwave them. I will microwave half of them tomorrow. Let me see. I'm going to get about half of them here that I'm going to put in the refrigerator. Because I'm only going to eat half of this because this is just too much. I'm only one person, right? Like I said, if I was cooking for a family, it would be a different story. So let me go ahead and get this scooted up here. Okay, we're going to throw in the sweet potatoes now. The recipe does say to add salt, but I don't I think there's plenty of salt in here. Let's go ahead and kind of move this around here with my hands. Oops. That does look good. The ginger Makoto dressing that I'm going to be using has plenty of salt, so I'm going to skip on the adding the salt. Yeah. Let's get a good picture of that. No, we're not done yet, though. Hold on. Okay, you got to shake this up really good. I'm going to go light on the dressing because it's salty enough as it is, and this is a pretty salty dressing. And let's try it without pepper first because there's ginger in here, and that's going to make it kind of tangy. I'm not following the recipe exactly. This is kind of my own recipe. So let's throw in just a bit of this, not too much. I'm shaking it real good because if not, it's going to come out in clumps and just, oh, it's still not. It's going to come out in clumps. I've got to shake it really, really good. Okay, here we go. That's it. Very little. Very, very little. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to taste it and then decide whether I want to do the pepper. Let me try here. You know what? I think I like it without the pepper. Let me go test it now and let you know my final verdict. Let me tell you why you can skip the pepper. It's because it's in the Makoto dressing. There it is, and let me tell you, it looks really good. I'm going to go test it out now. Oh, before I test it out, I wanted to show you what I did with the other avocado. You see that? It's in water. I'll be assembling the other half tomorrow. This is just too much for me to eat, you know. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that's just... I'm only feeding one person, you know. Okay. Let's try this. This is really good. It's delicious. But you better eat it in moderation if you're on a diet. But it's healthy fattening in a way. This is really good. I was right not to add salt. Yeah. It has plenty of salt. So, this is delicious. Tastes like a gourmet salad. This is definitely a winner.